everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is what I'm hoping will be the first of many hunting vlog style videos to come, where the intention is to recap from either my night out previously doing pest control and fox work, or if I've been out for a hunt the day before. And then at the end of my little introduction and commentary, I'll include some footage that I'm able to capture if I am. And up until recently, that's been a bit difficult for me, just not having the means of being able to record any footage. But now, thanks to the Infiray Tube TH50 V2, I'm able to record as much as I possibly can when I'm out doing my fox shooting. Now, it's very unlikely I'll take my thermal scope out for a day hunt. Ethical reasons, whatever you want to call it. So if I can get any footage by other means, I'll include it. If not, there could be opportunities where I go out of an afternoon, evening to find a deer to fill the freezer, in which case then I'll probably include some footage. The style of this video, if you've ever seen a Ammentine, I do apologise if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. That's where I got the idea to do this sort of a video. So he has his little introductions at the start, and then we'll include footage from a device that he's running at the end. That's not what I intend to do exactly. I want to use the similar format, but rather than talking about a device, I want to talk about my pest control and my hunting. So in this first vlog, the night that I'm going to be talking about actually was from a week and a half ago, and it was the first night I've been able to get out in 6 weeks since I found out I had pneumonia. Now, it's the first time running this combination, the Lithgow arms LA102 and 223 and the Infiray Tube TH50 V2. As soon as I got into the first paddock, there were 5 fallow deer that were about 500 metres from the homestead behind a shearing shed, and I was able to get some great footage on those deer. Now, they were not my target. If I go out and my target is foxes, then everything else gets a free pass, whether they're a pest or not. In some circumstances, if I'm out fox hunting, the deer get a walk. If I'm out deer hunting, the fox gets a walk. Unless I'm on my way back to the ute from the deer hunt and I happen to cross paths with a fox, being a pest, they got to remove him. So, yeah, this evening, the deer got a walk, but I was able to get some great footage, varying ranges from 180 metres away to as close as 50 metres away. Now, there were 4 encounters with foxes this evening. The first one was ranged at about 200 metres. Unfortunately, not feeling confident on my first night out. I wasn't 100% sure of the distance. You'll notice I'm not running a laser rangefinder. So when I say rough distances, I'm using an app called HuntStand, which has a measuring tool. It's like Google Maps. It has a satellite image, and you're able to pinpoint different locations on it to get a distance. So what I normally do is I pinpoint where I am on the map, and then when I get to where the animal is that I've just taken a shot at, provided it drops there and then, I will tag that location and get a distance. So when I don't get the animal, I use surrounding landmarks that I can recall on later, or trees, telephone poles, fence lines, stuff like that, from the point that I was standing. That's how I work out my rough distances. So the first fox was roughly 200 metres away, and again, not feeling very confident in myself, and not able to whistle it in any closer. It eventually took off in the opposite direction to me, and I never saw it again. Second fox, again, 200 metres. This time I thought to myself, look, put a bit more trust in myself, have a little bit more faith in my gear, and I decided I'd try and steady up, take aim and pull the trigger on this fox, and unfortunately I missed, and all I could do was watch it run off into some long grass. I was able to keep an eye on it for a couple of 100 metres, but it just wouldn't pull up. And yeah, into some long grass and in the direction of a paddock where I knew there was some sheep, and it just wasn't safe to pursue it from that point on. So fox number 2 got away from me. Fox number 3, again, a little bit further away at what I ranged was 300 metres, but not only was he too far away for me to comfortably and confidently take a shot, he was also across a road in a neighbouring paddock. So that fox was just off limits, and it would have been an illegal shot. So yeah, fox number 3 unfortunately got away. There was nothing I could do, tried whistling, just would not get any closer. And finally, fox number 4, Vixen, who at first I was a little unsure of whether it was a fox or a possum, as it was in some trees along a creek embankment. So it didn't seem like it was in a hurry to go anywhere. It seemed like it was quite safe. Couldn't think of what I was going to say then. It seemed like it was in a pretty comfy spot and didn't want to move. So I decided to close the gap, stopping every 50 meters, or roughly 50 meters, 50 steps, just to have a look through the thermal and confirm that it was still there. And until I was able to close the gap to about 100 meters or a little bit less. And even at that distance, I still wasn't confident that it was a fox or a possum. But you'll notice in the footage, its head moves and there's a little bit of a wobble from me, because that's when I realised with 100% certainty that it was a fox. So there's a bit of a wobble. You can hear me click the safety off, and I take aim, pull the trigger, and it was lights out for that vixen. All right, so that was the end of that night. I hope I've covered everything. If not, I'll include the footage from the scope now. I hope you enjoy this video, guys. If you do, please give it a thumbs up or let me know how I can improve it in the comments. And I hope you look forward to the next hunting vlog. All right, enjoy.